So today in this video, I'm going to talk about this cover and that I made. And it's for my mini. I made it today. I'm also filming on black this video because this fabric is white. So, and I tried filming it on my table that I normally film on and you could not see it. So I wanted you to be able to see it. So anyway, I am going to talk about this hardcover. I guess we will call it a dupe snap-in hardcover. This is not a tutorial. I repeat, this is not a tutorial. What I will do is in the description box below, I will put the measurements, the supplies, and quick little step-by-step of how I made this. But this is not a tutorial. When I finished making this one in particular, I didn't care for it. The style is what I didn't care for. Like the paper. I thought I was going to like the paper. I didn't like the paper. But I was happy with how it came out that I felt like I needed to post a video of talking about it. So that's what this is going to be. I'm just going to talk about how I made it. So again, this is not a tutorial, but the size, the dimensions, the supplies, they will be in the description I keep saying box, description box. It will be in the description box below. So I'm going to take it off and okay, so I made these two today, and as you can see, this one is smaller than this one. This one was the first one that I made, and it's bigger because I had traced out the cover. So I took off this cover and I traced it, and that's how I ended up with a bigger one. So after I made it, I fixed some stuff, and that's how I came out with this size. So this size is a little bit better. It's closer. So first, the supplies. I got the supplies that I used, all for the most part, either came from the Dollar Tree or already had it, but I had it because I bought it from Joann's. So this plastic is from the Dollar Tree, and that is this, which is that chopping mat. It's 11 by 14, and there is 2 of them in there. So that is what I used, and I used one of these placemats, where's the tag? So we'll go with this tag, so you'll see. So this is the placemat that I used. It's a vinyl. It's pretty thick, and it's, a little bit squishy, and it's 12 by 18. I had this placemat, so that's why I used it. I used it to give it, I guess the word is a little bit more body, is why I used this placemat. And so what I did was I first cut out a piece from two pieces. So I'm only gonna, the dimensions and everything of talking about putting together is just for one, not for the total. So I'm just gonna put this off to the side. So everything I'm gonna talk about is just for one of them. So I cut out the plastic, cut out 2 plastic pieces, which the inside plastic piece is going to be 4.5 by 7.5. So that is the plastic piece, and I cut out 2. Then the placemat, same thing, 4.5 by 7.5. Once I had those cut out, and I cut out 2 of those. So I now have a total, I have 2 plastic pieces, and I have 2 placemat pieces. So I take one of the plastic pieces, put that down, put some glue in the corner, which I used hot glue. I take the placemat that's the same size, and I just stick that down in the corner where I put the glue. So then that's the one piece. Then I take the fabric, which for that piece, the fabric I actually ended up cutting to be roughly about 8.5, so 5.5 going this way and 8.5 going this way, so you have room to wrap. And then and then glued it. So after I wrap it around and I glue all of the sides down, so then that's one piece done. And when you're wrapping and gluing, you want to make sure that the plastic is what you're adhering the fabric to. So make sure that when you're putting it down and you're wrapping the fabric or whatever, it doesn't have to be fabric, but I'm going to say fabric because that's what I use for this. So when you're wrapping the fabric around, make sure that the plastic is what you're gluing to. Then you're going to do that for the second pieces. And so you're going to put the plastic down, put glue in the corners, put the cut placemat on top of that, put your fabric over it, flip it over, glue it, trim it where you need to, and then you'll end up with two pieces. So, there you go. So you got two pieces. Then on your plastic mat, you are going to cut out a strip of plastic that's going to be 1 inch wide by 7.5. You might can go a little, we'll go with like 7 3/4. Yeah, but either way, so 7.5, 7 3/4. And you're going to cut that out. Then you're going to measure a 1/2 inch in from the edge and just make a mark at the top and the bottom and probably even in the middle. That is how much that mark is, so you know how much is going to be your overhang. I punched the holes and snipped the slit before I glued it in. So I punched all the holes. And all I did to punch the holes is I just took the cover of my mini Happy Planner and just marked the holes and then punched them with a hole punch. And then just cut the slits in it. And then I glued it. So I know you're probably wondering about the paper. Like, how'd she get the paper on there? So after I put the plastic down, the placemat down, I put the fabric down, I cut out scrapbooking paper. I did laminate it, mainly to give it a little bit more stiffness, because, I mean, you don't have to, but that's what I did. And then I got vinyl. So I had a vinyl sheet that I got from Joann's, really thin vinyl sheet. I don't know the millimeters, but it's the one that it's really thin. And so I put that over and then wrapped it around and then glued everything down. So that's how I got this. And so I did that on one side. I thought about doing this after I had did this one, because after I did this one, I was like, this is super plain and I don't like it. And so I thought about putting scrapbook paper on. I picked this scrapbook paper because I thought it would look really nice against the white, which it does. It's just, I don't like it overall. So, this is how you can make your own hardcover Happy Planner cover. The cool thing about this and the way that I made it is that you can do it for any size of the Happy Planner or any disc bound system, really. Hell, you can even do it for Erin Condren. Because if you have the things to make the holes in the Erin Condren and you have the small enough thing, you can do it for Erin Condren. So you can really do this for anything. Erin Condren, the Recollections. So you can do this for a spiral bound and for a disc bound. So, but you can do it for any size as well. You just need to measure out the size. So the size that I put in the description box is for the mini. I don't know what it would be for all the different sizes, but you can kind of work out from the mini, I would say, because the mini is smaller, so you can kind of make it bigger. I think it would probably be easier to go bigger than it is smaller, but I don't know. I'm not very good with math. So that is how you can make a hardcover for your planner. I was trying to find on YouTube someone who had done this, and I couldn't find anybody. And so this literally just came to me. It was like, oh, what if I... And so I just sat down and started doing it, and that's how I ended up with this one, because I just sat down and started doing it. And realized after I was done that, oh wait, no, that's too big, that doesn't work. And so I just kind of remeasured everything and did this one. So that is what I came up with. And what else? I guess that's it. And so again, as you watch this, this is the end. It's not a tutorial. The dimensions for the mini is in the description box, with some quick little steps. If you're like me and you do a lot of hacks and dupes and DIYs for your planner, you more than likely have all of these supplies in your house already. So you really won't have to spend a lot of money on it because you'll probably already have it. If you don't have them, it's still not going to cost you that much. I think if the one thing that would probably cost you the most is probably going to be the fabric, depending on what fabric you get. If you want to put a scrapbooking piece of paper or stickers or pictures or whatever, go to the remnant section at Joann's to get the vinyl, because it doesn't have to be the thin one. It could be the medium size weight, whichever one is going to be malleable, one that you can, wrap around something. That's the one you want to get. And they constantly have vinyl, clear vinyl, on the remnant section, and their remnants are always 50% off of whatever the mark price is. So don't spend a lot of money on this, is what I'm trying to say. Overall, it took me probably about 1 hour to do this one, and that was like while watching TV and whatnot. So I think you can probably do both of them, in all honesty, anywhere between 2.5 to 3 hours, depending on how quickly you work, depending on how well your hot glue gun works, because mine does not work very well. So it's not time consuming. It won't take that long. And that time that I'm talking about is literally from cutting everything to putting it together. If you're not good with wrapping, or want everything to be smooth and look crisp and clean, it might take you a little bit longer. But overall, it's not going to take you that long. It really is not as hard as it looks, because I'm not going to lie, if I just saw a picture of this, it would probably take me a bit to try to figure out, like, wait, how did they do that? So even though I don't particularly like this one, and I don't know when I'm going to do another one, that is why I'm posting this video, because I know I cannot be the only person who is looking at trying to make a dupe snap-on hardcover. I just refuse to believe that. So that is why I'm making this video. So when I do decide to make another one, whenever that will be, because I can't honestly say when that will be, I'll try to remember to do a tutorial when I do that. But for now, if you are watching this video because you want to make this hardcover and you've been looking for one, I'm going to make the assumption that you are pretty crafty and can figure it out based off of what I said that I did. And again, if you're a crafty person like me, whose craft room looks like Michael's and Joann's exploded in it, then you have all of this supplies already. And so you don't have to spend any money. What is better than that? So I hope this gives you some good ideas. I really hope that there's somebody who's watching this video who goes, oh my God, I have been looking for this forever. So I hope I made somebody's day. But anyway, so enjoy, have a great day, and I hope that this helped someone. Thanks for watching. Bye.